trophies speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Minnesota's offense will have the opening possession of the game. When you think of this rivalry, you think tough, hard-nosed, hotly contested games, and the Hawkeyes came out on top in one of those last year.
Well, and for Iowa, listen, it'd be great to compete for national championships, but if you don't, everybody looks back to the rivalry games. And the fact that they won this one against Minnesota and hoisted the Floyd of Rosedale trophy, that meant a lot to this team.
Nothing like hoisting that big hog up in the air for everybody to get excited about. The trophy games are fun, man. Listen, we got bowl games, all those things throughout the year. You need a little bit of excitement. This is kind of an spark late in the season for these two teams.
He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough space. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawkeyes offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. It'll be a draw. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's got it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got his man to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Back's got it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the point after is good. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Got the back in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw again. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll start this drive with a pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The give to the right. Powers through the defender. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's open on the right. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, they're after him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the RPO, complete. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now on 2nd down. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the change now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to run it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Bringing the heat. Punts it out of the air. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They boot it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 17 over UCLA. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the left. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Makes the catch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on first and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal. Touchdown, Minnesota! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Wells. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And that last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45, on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to sling it on second down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead, now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a gap, it's Sims. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense just, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense.
Touchdown, Iowa! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Northern Illinois is currently up big at this moment. So much so, they're on the verge of giving Mission the rest of the day off. They're up by 17 over Western Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. He splits the uprights, and they tie the game in the final seconds.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on second down. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime? Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Second down coming up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got an open man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Wants to throw it. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now answer with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. A shot toward the end zone. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, looking for a man. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime. They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Snap it to the back. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense.
4 remains time.
They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. He wants to throw it. That's it! That's the ball game! The two-point try is a winner in OT! So much to the chagrin of the Iowa Hawkeyes, it's Minnesota living high on the hog and bringing home the bacon and capturing Floyd of Rosedale. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.